So, hello, good morning, everyone. This is Ketan Sinha, and I am going to take your session for the doubts regarding to the HPCL application form, biodata form that you need to fill before you attend the interview, your real interview. Okay. So most of the questions will be asked from that form only. So if you have any queries, we will address one by one. But at first, I want to share an overview about what is the purpose of that form and how is it filled. Okay. So I will share the form of my time, the form which I had filled. I will just share the screen and show you. Okay. So just hold on. Is my screen visible to all? Hello. Can someone please confirm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just opening the form that I had filled. Okay, so just hold on. I think it would be present here. Yeah. Okay, so this was the form that I had filled before attending my interview. So first of all, you should not have any doubt. I think you don't have any doubt in the basic criteria that you all have to fill. Okay, so is that clear to you all? Page number 1 of 4 is clear to you all. Second, write only those languages where you are fluent. Okay, so for me it was the case when English and Hindi I was fluent in both, so I had mentioned only these. Otherwise, if you are comfortable in any other language, then you can write it here. Okay, that can also affect the place of posting as well. Okay, so take this into consideration. Okay. Now next, you people have doubt in these kinds of questions. What was your interest and motivation for pursuing a field of education like this? Most of you are having doubts related to that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So one by one, at first I will give a just hold on a second. Hello, yeah. Sorry for the interruption. People have joined. Okay. So just now, I have started to share the details of the application form. So at first, the question is, what was your interest and motivation for pursuing a field of education? So I choose civil engineering. You might be of chemical, mechanical, and other things. Okay. See, the general purpose is कि many of us think that yeah, जो मिल गया सो ले लेते हैं. But at least you should have some motivation in continuing that field. So once I chose civil engineering, then I found that many of the areas were concerned with civil engineering, and I was fascinated by the courses that are part of civil engineering. So I had tried to mention in that way only. You can also feel ki if you are a mechanical engineer, then what do you feel connectedness to your field with the environment? Okay. So what is your reason of choosing the mechanical engineering as your field of education? So first thing is this answer should be filled by you. Like for me, I had chosen civil engineering, so I had mentioned in brief about the civil engineering. Okay, because to get an exposure to the vast domain, I chose civil engineering. And if we see roads, buildings, dams, bridges, etc., so it is an endless job that provides an endless job providing growth opportunity. So this way, I had tried to mention my interest and motivation for continuing in civil engineering. Okay, so first question is clear to you all.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the next question was, I think the questions are similar for you people as well, na?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Then next question is, what makes you choose HPCL for this job? So this question requires ki, why do you want to choose HPCL? There are many other companies, then why do you want to choose HPCL? So the time that when I was filling this form, I was unemployed, and that's why I had put it from my own perspective. The perspective may differ for each of you. If you are employed in Mini Ratna, then you can also think of some different goals. Okay, but for me, like what fascinated me, because HPCL was one of the global leading companies. Okay, So this ranks and all were of that time. So they may have to be changed. Okay. And what I asked from my seniors ki how civil engineering will be a part of my job and how I connected this with the domain that will be offered to me. So that is why I always have been interested in doing the challenges works, and HPCL provides that opportunity. Even today, I get to perform the challenging task as well. So these things are important as you mentioned in the HPCL. I think one is there. Admit. Okay. So these things are important once you fill the form. Ki what is why is your HPCL, why is HPCL your dream company? You should mention those points. Okay. So don't worry, I will be sharing my form for as well for your reference. Okay. But you also think from your own perspective. Don't copy anything from my form. Okay. That are filled by me from my own perspective. Your perspective has to vary. No two people can have the same perspectives at all. So you can take references, you can frame into your own words and then use it in your application form as well. Okay. Now, next question is what are your short terms and long terms career objectives? So you have see, and this question has to be thought from 2 points of view: short term and long term career objective. So for short term, like why do you want to join HPCL right now, and like how do you see after 10 years? So these kind of things need to be answered in these questions. Okay, so these two are important to assess your whether you will sustain in the company or not. Okay, so whether your objectives meets the requirements of the company recruitment team or not. So answer in that way only for these two questions. Okay, so for I what I had mentioned ki my short term career objectives including the learning of systems and adapting to environment. Okay, and my long term objective was to have a gradual growth with handling more responsibilities and be a functional leader, which will be necessarily a part of my future journey. Okay. The next question is what are your strength and weakness that you will that you feel will influence work in the organization. So again now see here, these strengths and weaknesses are observed from one's own perspective. Okay, what are your strengths? I cannot tell. What are your weaknesses? I cannot tell. But what is my strength and my weakness? I know very well because I have an expertise over that. Okay, so whatever you have done in the last 4 years, the point where you feel that you have shown some good skills, you mention here. Okay, similarly, point where you feel that yes, I lacked here, what are the weaknesses? So highlight your weakness in that way which could be improved. Okay, do not highlight anything in the weakness that you feel will not be improved, that may lead to a negative impact in your application form. Okay, now, next, if I have to describe yourself in 3 words, what would 3 words be? What would those words be? So, just describe yourself in 3 words. Okay. Now, these 3 words should be such that you are able to explain yourself. Okay. They will tell you how are you patient. Give me an example to write where you have been patient. So these 3 words should be proper, dedicating your skills and your experiences as well. You have to prove this many a times. Like during interview, I was not asked this question, but many of my friends were asked. You have described yourself to be innovative. Now prove me that you are innovative. So you have to be ready here. Okay. So you can mention any 3 words which you feel good. Okay. Next, is someone waiting still? Okay. Next thing is, at the end of our life, we may want certain aspects of our work, achievement, character, deposition to stand out and be talked about in plain terms. So this describes your what would you want the salient features of your life to read like. So this is the questions that ask you how would you be distinguishing from the others. Okay. So how you would like to be distinguished from others in the journey of your time, in the journey of your job, in the job course. Okay. So now think that why are you joining the HPCL and what are your perspectives to grow in there? So what will you do? You will be recognized by the recognized with your name and fame in the place where you work. Okay, so these things you have to mention in here, and you can cite examples as well. Like already I have done so and so, and I want to improve this way as well. Okay. Next question is what is your biggest achievement till date and why do you consider to be your biggest achievement? So that's obvious that the achievement will vary from person to person. So you mention your achievement and the reason you are mentioning that should also be mentioned here. Okay, so maybe achievements will vary for person to person. One may be excellent in sports, one may be excellent in any other field. So that does not matter. That does not matter for a combined community. Okay, so your achievement is your achievement, and that has to be mentioned and explained in a proper way. Okay. Next question is related to your extracurricular activities, hobbies, and other pursuits apart from academics. So if any extracurricular activities, just mention in that. But whatever you mention, you must be pretty sure that you are confident in that, because questions will be asked from this point also. Confirm. It is 100% confirmed that questions will be asked from these extracurricular activities, hobbies, and other pursuits that you mention in here. Okay. Now, next, any other information which you may like to furnish. So after filling all these forms, you may feel that some information I would like to mention. So that has missed in these points. So you can mention here as well. Okay. And then list of personal references you can also mention here. So these were the points that I would like to share with you people. Okay. So I think the all of the questions have been covered here. So if there is any remaining question or added question, can you please let me know?
Sir, there they are asking the certification course you did, or online courses, or so can I add my NPTL or edX courses over there?
Yes. If you have the certified courses means you should have a certificate ready with that. Okay. So if you have done that, then you can, or Coursera, Udemy also provides the certificate and the courses. So you can add as a part of that. Okay. That's not an
Sir,
issue.
sir, and for
Sir,
job experience, I have did internships in my college time under my professors only. So can I mention that also?
Yes, you can mention
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, NCC can be considered
sir,
as
can I mention the
extracurricular
internship
activities?
as a certified course, sir?
One
My
by one,
internship,
please. One by one, please. At first,
sir.
NCC candidate was asking. Let him ask.
Sir, NCC can be considered as extracurricular activities?
Yes, it can be considered. You can mention that. Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Sir, can you mention
actually,
the 3-4 points regarding the
Wait,
weakness?
Ayushi, wait. Some person was asking Koteshwara now, I guess. Where did he go?
Sir, I'm Kodeswara, sir.
Yeah, tell.
Sir, can I mention the internship program means I went to the 6 months of internship course with certified course. Can I mention that one extracurricular means that certified course? Can I
You
mention that?
mention it as a part of your training and other thing. If the column of training and other thing is there, then you can mention, and make sure that you have done properly in that. Okay, because if you are mentioning anything like that, so questions will be asked from that topic.
Yes, sir.
So that will play an important role in deciding the mode of your questions. Your questions may start from that point only. You have done internships, so how did you do? Why did you do? These questions may start.
Sir, in
Okay.
addition to that, can I mention NCC as an certified?
Yes, you can mention NCC.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Next, Ayushi was
sir,
asking
yes, sir.
something.
Sir, I have already worked in HPCL as a GAT. Can I mention in experience column
Yes.
my GAT
Yes.
experience?
Yes. You can mention.
And sir, for personal reference, हमें क्या उसमें मतलब किसका नाम फिल करना रहेगा?
You can mention the supervisor, your supervisor details as well. But before mentioning the name of supervisor, you should consult him or her as well. Okay.
Can I mention HPCL's officer there, where I worked?
Yes, you can mention the name of your supervisor there, but discuss with him at first. Okay, you should.
Okay.
It is a normal procedure that you inform him that yes, sir, or yes, ma'am, I am mentioning your name as my reference there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Actually, there
bachelor's
it
can
was
be
mentioned.
graded.
It was mentioned that former employees should not be given the names. Former employees and relatives names we should not give in difference.
Okay, if it is mentioned, then you should not give. Okay, if it is mentioned, then you should not give, because I have not gone through the complete entire application form. So if it is mentioned, then please do not give. Okay.
Then can we give current employees? Like if you are working now currently, like that we can give.
You can give, but I think I'm not the correct person to answer this question. Okay.
Okay.
So maybe you drop a mail to HPCL career recruitment team.
Okay.
I have so and so queries, so they will properly revert you back. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next question.
Hello, sir.
Huh.
Sir, maximum word limit is 200. So is it required? Because I have written some answer there 80 to 90 words. Will it be fine?
Yeah, that if you find that it completes your purpose of mentioning the answer of that question, then it is fine, absolutely fine.
Okay,
Even
sir.
as far as I know, uh, whatever I had mentioned in few of the questions, I did not meet around 200 words. So these were less than that. Okay, but prepare
Yes,
a
I
draft.
was actually measuring the length by hand, so it is same to my answer which I have written.
So
Yes,
even in
it's
this,
similar to that.
so be to the point, be specific and to the point. It is not that you are stretching your point too much. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Any other
So could
doubt?
you explain something about the weakness point, sir?
Weakness point. What do you want to mention in your weakness? Tell. Like for me, the
That's
weakness. For me, I was let me open. So for me, I was like I mentioned my weakness in such a way that I was deeply involved. I feel that I get so much involved in performing the single task that I do not get time to look into other tasks. Okay, so this was a general perspective that I had from my seniors and other platforms. So I mentioned in that way. Okay, and also I wrote that I was habituated to working till late nights, so that creates the impression that yeah, the person live.
So I can mention like that, sir. I can't say no to anyone who has come for help.
From help. uh Chicken, you can mention this, there's no issue in that. Chicken, but this, hello.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I got disconnected. Yeah. So I was telling ki, yes, you can mention that weakness as well. Okay. So that weakness can be overcome later on. Okay. There is no issue in that. Okay. Next out.
Sir, can you please share this PDF, sir? Your
I'll share my PDF as well. Okay.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, can we mention in our there is a question where it is saying that what how you have to see at the end of your life. Can we mention the points like I want to see myself rich and famous and could be found on Google, etc. Big, I mean big things. Can I say big things in that? Would it affect my interview? Negative
Me,
impact would be.
yes. I'm what. Let me tell. Your words should be presented in a decent way. That is all I want to tell. Okay. If you are mentioning that yes, I would be a billionaire, then they will tell you that this is not the correct platform for you to be a billionaire. Okay. So your words should be presented in a decent way. Okay. So you have to accept the reality and the facts as well. You cannot compare yourself with the IT corporate sector employees, okay, who are earning a package of 2 lakh per month or 3 lakh per month. So that will not be the case here. To be frank, I'm speaking this. In oil and gas sector is the highest paying sector in the government job in India, but the salary cannot be compared with the IT friends who are working at Google, Microsoft like that. Okay? So you have to accept some facts and then frame your answers in such a decent way that it could be presented before them. Check.
Yes.
Next is I haven't received any mail regarding shortlisting. Although I have seen in the portal how to get the application form. Better, because see, application form will be obtained in the portal itself, because I have shown you na ki this application portal has the option for filling the application form. Okay, so you can mention check out here as in the portal as well. Okay.
So tomorrow actually they have kept one session for those who have interview on 27th. So
Yes,
should I
they
fill
will
the
give
form
they will
after
give
attending that or
yeah,
okay,
must attend that session. They will give
okay.
you the brief overview of what they are expecting. Okay, so that the session is mandatory. Please consider that mandatory session. Okay. Yeah. Next, is there any other doubt?
What should be the hobbies that we should fill?
Hobbies different depend on person to person. Like for me, it is playing badminton, is solving cryptic crossword and other things. You can also mention your hobby in such a way that you have an expertise over that. See, if you are mentioning anything as a hobby, then that has to be perfect. That has to sound good. Okay, you are knowing everything about that. because until unless a hobby is there, you will be deeply involved in your hobby. So if I play badminton, then I know, yeah, what are the dimensions of the badminton court, what are the tools, and what are the safety measures. So each and everything I know about that. Okay. So you should also keep your hobby in such a way that you know each and everything about that.
So one
Okay.
hobby is enough. One hobby is enough in the column.
Yeah. Hobby can be one, two. Okay, that doesn't, even many person would not have any hobby, so that's absolutely fine. That there is no point in thinking much about it. Okay. Next, yeah, Saurav.
I have a question. I wanted to ask
Dabba,
about this feedback form.
wait. At first, Saurav raised his hand. Saurav, please tell.
यस सर, जो पीपल नोन का कॉलम है उसमें सर हम घर के आसपास के लोगों का मतलब नाम दे सकते हैं जो मेरे रिलेटिव नहीं।
Better to mention your college professors who are, because they know you for 4 years, or some reputed person. Reputed person means the persons who can be offered some holding decent position in any of the job. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Better
Thank
to
you.
mention the name of that person. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Next, Navda.
Yes, sir. So I wanted to ask, in the actual interview, like, will be the questions asked from this feedback form only, or like, there can be other questions as well, like from HR?
There can be other questions. There can be other questions. Okay. Like for me, it started from my family background and other things. But you have consider that minimum 50% of the questions will be from this form only. Okay.
So we have to back it up, like whatever we have written.
Yes. You have to back it up each and every point that you mentioned. Because for me, I'm telling you, for me, whatever I wrote was asked. Whatever I wrote was asked. Each and every point was asked. And similar was the case for many other persons. Okay. So because see, who are going to take the interviews? The interview panel will comprise of the HPCL employees only. Okay. Now, how will they know you? How will they assess you? Based on your that form only. Okay, because that only 3 to 4 pages is given to you, so they read the form and then they ask questions to know more about you. Okay, so that plays a very important role.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, hello, sir. Excuse me, sir. Sir,
yeah, tell.
Sir, is there any chance to compare this employment form with our resume CV, whatever you have applied while filling this application form, means before CBT? Is there any chance to compare these things? Why? Because in that my CV I mentioned some strengths, but I need to change some strengths here to justify myself. That's why I'm planning to just.
Okay, you can change, but see, this form is your final form. Okay, they are having the copies of each and every form that you have submitted. Okay, so do not just cross anything. Okay, it should not be that you have already mentioned some false information, but you can add information in this form as well. Okay, for better improvement. Yeah.
So, hello.
Tell.
So, will we get the same employment form at the time of our interview or GT?
Why will you get the form during that time?
Some of my friends were told that कि हमें सेम फॉर्म फिर से फिल करने के लिए वहां पर मिलेगा.
Yes, one form you get. Okay, that comprises of 5 to 6 questions that you have to fill on the spot. Okay, so the form is not exactly same as that you have filled. You have to fill online application form. That will comprise of some other questions. ठीक है, जैसे इस फॉर्म में कैसे लिखा हुआ था कि what makes you HPCL, like यहाँ था long term objectives. Okay, so वहां पे रहेगा कि how do you see yourself down the lane after 10 years. Okay, so इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे, थोड़े HR टाइप के ही रहेंगे कि ये आपको मतलब थोड़ा और प्रॉपर्ली एसेस किया जाए ऑन द स्पॉट टाइप. ठीक है, तो वहां से रहता है वो 5-6 क्वेश्चंस के एक फॉर्म रहता है जो भरना रहता है आप ड्यूरिंग योर GT. सो यू हैव टू फिल दैट फॉर्म. ठीक है, बट be alienated from the form but not exactly similar.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I am in the category of EWS, so only the certificate would be fine, or I should show them IT written or something? Will they ask?
From which state do you belong?
Maharashtra.
Okay, so at first you should be ready with the certificate of for exact date which they have mentioned. Take the exact year based on the income return ITR of the previous year. Okay, that happens, but one certificate is enough. Okay, they do not look for ITR unless you have some discrepancies in the certificate that you have submitted.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, actually, for OBC and non-creamy layer certificate, they ask the sign of district collector or deputy commissioner.
Okay.
But I have a OBC certificate from my, from here, where I have sign of MRO or Tahsildar. Is it
Okay.
acceptable? Or I need to
So
apply for it?
I am not the correct person to answer this question. You when your session will be there, you should drop a query or in the form of mail to them for
Okay.
clarification on this. Okay.
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 Okay, so sir, I think so. Most of the students has already has cleared their doubts, right? Everybody has cleared their doubts. Please, guys, comment. सबके doubts clear हो गए क्या? एक बार आप लोग comment कर दीजिए. सभी के हो गए? Fine. The next thing is, guys, आप सभी लोग guys हमारे HPCL इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन में आप लोग एनरोल कर सकते हैं, जिसका काफी किफायती हम लोग प्राइस में आप सभी लोगों को इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन करवा रहे हैं, जहाँ पे हम लोग ग्रुप टास्क, ऐसे इंटरेक्शन सेशन विद केतन कुमार सिन्हा सर, हु इज करंटली वर्किंग इन HPCL, एंड इवन आल्सो विद ओझा सर, एंड पर्सनल मॉक इंटरव्यूज हम लोग काफी ऑसम पर्सनल मॉक इंटरव्यूज करवा रहे हैं. ओके, तो आप सभी लोग हमारे बैच में एनरोल कर सकते हैं. एंड गाइस, मजा आ रहा है आप सभी लोगों को, तो आई थिंक सो बहुत बढ़िया हमारा HPCL का इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन एंड बार्क का टेक्निकल ऑफिसर सी का इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन चल रहा है, बिकॉज वी आर हैविंग बार्क साइंटिस्ट एज वेल, वी आर हैविंग HPCL एक्सपर्ट एज वेल. सो बहुत अच्छे से चल रहा है. तो आप लोग अगर ये चीज नहीं ग्रैब कर पाए, देन यू आर गोइंग टू लूज. फाइन. तो आप लोग एनरोल कर सकते हैं, और कोई भी डाउट्स होते हैं, रिकॉर्डिंग विल बी ओनली अवेलेबल इन मार्गदर्शन ऐप ओनली फॉर पेड स्टूडेंट्स. इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी पब्लिक. ओके, बिकॉज सर इज इन HPCL, सो वी कैन नॉट रिवील एवरीथिंग. वी कैन नॉट रिवील एवरीथिंग. फाइन, कि हम लोग इतना बेसिक से करवा रहे हैं करके. ओके, ही इज ऑलरेडी वर्किंग PSC ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो ये सिर्फ मार्गदर्शन ऐप पे अवेलेबल होगी ओनली फॉर पेड बैच. फाइन.
ठीक है. If you have any other questions, let me know.
Otherwise, we will end the session.
Sir, can I write Sanskrit in my language? Sir, I know slide Sanskrit. I learned it in 10th class in my school.
Are you able to speak Sanskrit?
No, sir, but I can read it.
Are you able to write Sanskrit properly?
No, sir.
Then do not mention. Okay, only reading is or you can mention in the reading only, but don't mention in writing or these things do not matter at first, because I have read Sanskrit till 12th, but I did not like to mention that. Okay, so based on Sanskrit, you are not going to get posting anywhere in India.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Sanskrit will not be the factor for determining the location of your posting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I hope you don't have any other doubt.
Okay, fine, sir. We can conclude the meeting. Okay, there is no doubt. Thank you. Sir, you can stop the recording and let's conclude.